Well, we first met on the playground here probably back in 1996, 1997 on the playground. And so I guess we kind of grew up together, but I moved away. I lived in Austin, Texas for 7 years from the time I was 12 until I was 19. And then I moved back. And after that, I mean, it was like I always knew the Cohen family. They were always around, and I was kind of off in my orbit, and Ezra was off in his. And then I guess he tried to shoot his shot once, actually a few years before.
Well, I saw you working at the gym.
Well, yeah, he's younger than me, so we should say that. It was a very, very big difference for a very long time. So he would always see me, he was like younger and like kind of looking up at me. And then there was like a couple of times, I think, once he got into his 20s where he kind of like, tried to put something out there and I wasn't picking it up. And then a couple 4 years ago, well, you could say it. You can say what happened. It's your story.
I was walking across the park.
Yeah.
And you were working with Alita on her campaign.
Yep.
And I don't know what event it was, but you were wearing a red dress, and it just like caught my eye from afar.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, it's Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kept running into you.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I asked you if you wanted to have coffee, right, at the studio?
Yeah.
And that was that.
Well, it wasn't. That's not true. Then he asked me to go to a museum.
Yeah, we took the train up to the cloisters to
Yeah.
see the unicorn tapestries,
Yeah.
and then we walked back.
We walked 9.5
far.
miles, and we talked the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a few
It's a good
stops.
stroll.
Yeah, we stopped in Uptown, got, what was that
We got
drink
some
that we
Dominican
got?
food.
We got Dominican food, empanadas, and we got that drink.
Yeah.
Not like a non-alcohol, we're not really good drinkers. A non-alcoholic.
It was like a tamarind drink.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we just walked and talked, and it was so hot, and I was so tired at the end of that walk, but then that was that.
Kind of.
Except I didn't think he liked me. I actually thought we were just gonna be friends, but Ezra
Yeah.
said, nope, I like you. And then that was that. Basically that was that.
Right.
I don't know. Just kidding.
She's kind.
Aw.
Kinder than most people are, I think.
That's how I feel about you.
Mm.
I think you're very kind. I think you're very kind. I think you're really nice. I think you're really forgiving. And you're so talented too, which is just like a little cherry on top. Hey. Yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
Took the words right out of my mouth. No. Just that I love you so much, and I
Yeah.
really appreciate you. I really appreciate
I think I was the first person to see him outside of Barbara and Ian.
you were.
Yes.
I was.
Yes, you were.
And he was beautiful then, and he's beautiful now. And Sylvie, I've known you maybe about a year now, and you are perfect for happiness, health, and children.
I was told there'd be potato kugel today. I don't think it's coming. Anyway, we're going to celebrate the engagement of my son Ezra, wherever he is.
Right here.
Well, clever! Clever! And his lovely fiancée, Sylvie, who's standing right next to him. It's hard to believe how quickly the years have flown by, yet here we are. Ezra and Sylvie met on the Manhattan Plaza playground where they were little kids. Barbara recalls the day that Sylvie came to her and told her she was moving away to Texas. I had not met Sylvie yet, but Barbara and the kids were sad to hear this news, as Sylvie was such a friendly child. Still pretty friendly. And seemed drawn to interact with our family. Fast forward about 8 years to Barbara. Barbara and I in the elevator when a young woman got on at the 21st floor. Barbara goes, "Sylvie, you're back!" Sylvie explained that she was and was working at the health club. She was all grown up and back at Manhattan Plaza. Yes. Fast forward another 11 years, during which we would run into Sylvie here and there, when one day Ezra casually mentions that they had been dating. Since that time, Sylvie has grown into our family over the past 4 years, and here we are now celebrating their engagement. Not every day we see an artist and a sound meditation teacher fall in love. But somehow it makes perfect sense. After all, painting isn't really noisy. Ezra brings beauty and wonder into the world through his art, and Sylvie brings calm and healing through sound. What amazes me is how they champion each other's gifts. Ezra, always in awe of Sylvie's sage wisdom, and Sylvie, endlessly proud of Ezra's creative fire. They don't just share a life, they share deeply in each other's purpose. So Ezra and Sylvie, I only have an empty glass. No, this'll do. It's not every day you see an artist and a sound meditation teacher fall in love, but somehow it makes perfect sense. Ezra brings beauty and wonder into the world through his art, and Sylvie brings calm and healing through sound. By the way,
You're a great writer.
thank you. What amazes me is how they champion each other's gifts. Ezra, always in awe of Sylvie's sage wisdom, and Sylvie, endlessly proud of Ezra's creative fire. They don't just share a life, they share deeply in each other's purpose. So Ezra and Sylvie, here's to your engagement. I wish this wasn't water. Oh, look what came my way. So Ezra and Sylvie, here's to your engagement. May your life be filled with love, laughter, and just enough disagreements to keep it interesting. May your home be warm, your coffee strong. Ezra likes it.
Yeah, very strong.
I like it strong.
He's had a good teacher.
And travels take you far and wide. But please, always come home again. We love you both.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.